What if I told you the gate to the Upside Down wasn't in Hawkins, but in your front garden? Epic Stranger Things Halloween decor. Garden ideas like inside abandoned Rite, Canton, Ohio.
Hey ghouls and gals, and welcome back to the channel. Are you ready to make your house the absolute legend of the neighborhood this Halloween? Because today, we are taking a one-way trip to Hawkins, Indiana, and turning your front yard into a scene straight from Stranger Things. The best part? We're doing this entire epic outdoor living space transformation using only stuff you can find at the Dollar Tree. Oh yeah, we're getting creepy on a budget. Now hold on. Before you go grabbing your glue guns and spray paint, you're gonna want to stick around for the whole video. Trust me, after we go through all these terrifyingly cool ideas, I'm going to lay out the ultimate battle plan for you at the end. The complete list of materials, all the tools you'll need, and the step-by-step guide to bring these nightmares to life. Alright, is your imagination fired up? Because we have a monster-sized list of over 40 distinct concepts to get you started. So let's crank up that 80s synth music and dive right into the madness. One. The upside-down vines. Creeping tendril takeover. First up, we're creating these absolutely gnarly tendrils to crawl all over your house. Grab some of those Dollar Tree pool noodles, yep, pool noodles, and let's get slicing. Carve them up, give them some organic, twisted shapes, and then hit them with black and red spray paint. A little hot glue creates that disgusting veiny texture. Weave these bad boys through your porch railings and windows, and boom, instant dimensional breach. Gateway spore sprawl. For a more atmospheric dread, let's talk spores. Take those fake floral vines from the craft aisle and give them a nice, gloomy makeover with matte black paint. Then the fun part, pull apart some cotton balls, dust them with red paint, and attach them as those iconic floating spores. Drape these vines over your trees and bushes for a subtle creeping horror that's a perfect example of garden landscaping on a budget. Two. VECNA'S MIND LAIR. The levitating victim display. Ready to really freak out the neighbors? Good. Snag a plastic skeleton, throw on some old 80s clothes you found at a thrift store, and hang it from a tree branch with clear fishing line. The illusion of a floating victim, caught in VECNA'S trance, is just terrifyingly effective. This is one of those budget outdoor decor ideas that looks expensive and guarantees a double take from everyone who passes by. The sinister red rift. Let's rip a hole in reality, shall we? On your lawn, lay down some red LED string lights in a jagged cracking pattern. Then, cover it all with a translucent red plastic tablecloth. When it gets dark and you plug it in, your lawn will look like it's bleeding a gateway to another dimension. It's a super high-impact look for a truly low-maintenance garden design. Three, the Demogorgon's Hunting Ground. The Peking Monster Heads. You can't have Hawkins without its most famous resident. We're making the Demogorgon's head using craft foam. Cut out those iconic sharp-toothed petals in red and pink and glue them around a center point. Stick these heads on stakes and have them peeking from behind bushes or around the corner of your house. It's pure primal something is watching you horror. The egg infestation nest. Okay, things are about to get gross, in the best way possible. Let's make some Demogorgon eggs. Use those little foam balls from the craft section, paint them a sickly, fleshy color, and add some veiny, slimy texture with hot glue. Cluster them together in a garden bed, and you've got yourself a nest. It's a wonderfully disgusting detail that suggests the horror is just getting started. Four, JOYCE'S Alphabet Wall. The communicating Christmas lights. It's an absolute classic for a reason. Paint the alphabet on a big piece of cardboard or write onto an exterior wall. Then, weave a string of those retro multicolored Christmas lights through the letters. Have them spell out a message, like RUN. It's a fantastic piece of storytelling that's instantly recognizable and perfectly captures that desperate, frantic energy from Season 1. The frantic message fence. Want to go bigger? Take the alphabet wall concept to your front yard fence. Paint the letters across the slats and use individual, battery-powered LED lights to illuminate your warning to the world. This is a brilliant garden lighting idea for ambience that turns your entire property line into part of the spooky narrative. Five, the Hawkins National Laboratory. The chain-link quarantine zone. Let's add some bureaucratic dread. Section off a part of your yard with some wooden stakes and Dollar Tree's plastic silver chains. It's not stopping a Demogorgon, but it looks official. Print out some Weather Department of Energy restricted area signs, and suddenly your flower bed is hiding some serious government secrets. It's a super simple but effective minimalist garden aesthetic. The hazardous waste disposal site. What are those lab coats hiding? Probably this. Grab some old cardboard boxes, spray paint them gray and yellow, and stencil on some biohazard symbols. Pile them up near your driveway with some of those black upside-down vines creeping over them. It's a fantastic story-rich detail that suggests a toxic cover-up is happening right on your property. Six. The STARCOURT Mall Entrance. The Fallen Mall Sign. STARCOURT, a monument to 80s consumerism and giant flesh monsters. Recreate the iconic, colorful sign on a big piece of foam board. Then, prop it up at an angle in your yard like it just crashed down. You can even add some flickering LEDs behind it for that imminent electrical fire look. It's a perfect symbol of paradise lost. Scoops Ahoy's Last Stand. Pay tribute to our favorite sailor-suited heroes. Make a simple Scoops Ahoy counter from a cardboard box and a striped tablecloth. Add a couple of fake ice cream scoops and a tipped-over sailor hat. It's a small, charming scene that represents that little pocket of humor and friendship that survived, even in the middle of total chaos. Seven. The CREEL House Clock. The grandfather clock silhouette. Want maximum creep with minimum effort? Here you go. Cut the unmistakable, ominous silhouette of the CREEL House grandfather clock from black foam board. Put a single glowing red LED light behind the face and place it in your front window. It is profoundly unsettling and a symbol of VECNA'S curse that nobody will miss. Chills. Absolute chills. The Shattered Clock Face Garden. Let's get conceptual. Create a giant clock face on your lawn using flour or spray paint for the circle and sticks for the numbers. Then, in the middle, make a shattered mess with jagged pieces of cardboard. This awesome DIY garden decor for small spaces is a powerful visual that represents breaking the curse and shattering VECNA'S control over time itself. 8. Eddie's Trailer Park Defense. The Master of Puppets Tribute. This is for Eddie. Set up a makeshift stage on your porch or roof. Have a dark figure holding a cardboard guitar, surrounded by red fabric and plastic chains. This is a tribute to the most metal concert in history, a symbol of heroic sacrifice and the power of rock and roll to fight the forces of darkness. It's a true high-end garden DIY for less. The Demobat Invasion Aftermath. Let's show the aftermath of Eddie's heroic stand. Get a bunch of those black plastic bats from Dollar Tree and scatter them everywhere, your roof, your lawn, hanging from trees. Tangle them up in shredded black fabric and red string to show they're from the upside down. It's a scene of chaotic, swarming evil that really sells the story. Nine. The Mind Flayer'S Shadow. The Storm Gathering Silhouette. Time to go big. Really big. Tape together black trash bags or a tarp, cut out that sprawling spider-like shape of the Mind Flayer, and hang it from your roof or a tall tree. Silhouetted against the night sky, it looks like a storm of pure evil is gathering right over your house. It's an absolutely terrifying and dominant centerpiece for your yard. The Possessed Pumpkin Patch. Here's a fun twist on a Halloween classic, and great for anyone doing some organic vegetable gardening for beginners. If you've got pumpkins, paint black, twisting tendrils all over them, making it look like they are being controlled by a single central mind. It's a super creepy way to show the hive mind corruption spreading through even the most wholesome autumn decor. The Russian Gate Lab. The Laser Drill Assembly. Let's build some ominous, Cold War-era machinery. Use silver-painted cardboard tubes and boxes to construct a piece of the Russian laser that opened the gate. Weave green LED string lights throughout the structure to represent the key. It's a great symbol of that classic meddling with forces we don't understand theme. The interdimensional warning signs. Add a touch of international paranoia. Create some weathered cardboard signs with stenciled warnings in both English and Russian. Words like danger and staked around your yard give off a serious secret underground base vibe and add a cool layer of authenticity to your Hawkins-themed world. 11. The HELLFIRE Club. The abandoned D&D game. This one is for the fallen hero. Set up an old card table in your yard and make it look like an abandoned Dungeons and Dragons game. Scatter some skeleton parts, hand-drawn maps, and dice on top, and cover it all in cobwebs. It's a quiet, poignant tribute to the moment the game became terrifyingly real for the HELLFIRE Club. The Cult of VECNA. Let's twist the HELLFIRE Club's logo. Take that cool, nerdy demon logo and make it look sinister. Paint it on a black plastic tablecloth and hang it like a cult banner. This plays on the satanic panic theme from the show, representing how misunderstood groups can be demonized by a scared society. It's a smart, layered piece of decor. Eleventh Psychic Power. The floating object's illusion. Let's bend the laws of physics. Use clear fishing line to hang lightweight things like plastic toys or even a fake slice of pizza at different heights around your porch. It creates a fantastic illusion that a telekinetic event is happening right now. It's a playful and magical effect that perfectly captures the wonder and power of 11. The Bleeding Wall Rift. For a more visceral take on 11's powers, let's show the physical cost. Create streaks of blood running down an exterior wall using dripped red paint or wax. From the center point, have little black foam tendrils peeking out. It's a gruesome but powerful symbol of the self-sacrifice and pain required to fight off the darkness. The Surfer Boy Pizza Van. The crash site evidence. You don't need the whole van to tell the story. Just create the aftermath. Use yellow caution tape to rope off an area on your lawn. Inside, place a few empty Surfer Boy pizza boxes and a spilled Slurpee cup. It's a great low-effort way to imply a high-action scene just took place. Try before you deny, right? The van as a makeshift fort. Let's celebrate the Argyle Express. Make a life-size cutout of the side of the Surfer Boy pizza van on a big piece of cardboard. Prop it up in your yard and create a little hideout behind it with blankets and a lantern. It symbolizes finding safety and a moment of chill in the most absurd and chaotic of circumstances. 14. Hopper's Cabin Trap. The booby-trapped porch. Time to fortify the homestead, Hopper style. String twine tripwires with little jingle bells across your porch steps. Board up a window with some cardboard planks. This instantly transforms your home from a welcoming place into a desperate bunker, perfectly capturing that feeling of being under siege by an unstoppable monster. The Tool Shed Armory. When the monsters come, you fight with what you've got. Lean a bunch of DIY weapons against your shed. Think sharpened broomsticks for spears and menacingly painted shovels. This little scene is a great tribute to human ingenuity and the sheer will to fight back, no matter how outgunned you are. "15. The Demodog Pit. The Emerging Monsters. Let's get gruesome in the garden. In a flower bed, make it look like a pack of demo dogs is clawing its way out of the earth. You can use Dollar Tree skeletons, maybe modify them a bit to look more canine, and have them breaking through the soil. It's a truly horrifying image of an evil plague erupting from right under your feet. The Feeding Frenzy Aftermath. If you don't want to build the whole monster, just show what they left behind. Scatter a bunch of skeleton bones and torn, weathered scraps of fabric around a section of your yard. Add some splashes of red paint for that extra gory detail. It's a grim, chilling scene that tells a violent story without saying a word. "16. The Rainbow Room. The Faded Childhood Mural. This one is subtly heartbreaking. Paint a faded, peeling rainbow mural on a piece of foam board or a section of your fence. Make it look old and neglected. Place a single, overturned alphabet block on the ground beneath it. It's a haunting symbol of a stolen, traumatic childhood and the corruption of a place that should have been safe. The Psychic Echo Toys. Let's create a poltergeist effect. Scatter a few simple 80s-style toys in a corner of your yard. Then use fishing line to suspend one or two of them just an inch off the ground, as if they're being moved by an unseen psychic force. It's an incredibly eerie effect that hints at the powerful emotional residue left behind in a haunted space. "17. The void. The sensory deprivation floor. Ready to enter L's mind? Lay down a large black tarp on your lawn and sprinkle it with a little water to make it reflective and endless looking. In the very center, place a single object, like one perfect Eggo waffle. This stunningly minimalist garden aesthetic is a powerful representation of the vast, empty space of the subconscious. The wading pool gateway. Here's a genius idea. Take a cheap kiddie pool, paint the inside pitch black, and fill it with just an inch of water. At night, it becomes a perfect, dark, circular mirror, reflecting the sky like a portal. It's a beautiful and deeply unsettling way to create your own personal gateway for scrying into the upside down. "18. The FLAYED'S ARMY. The vacant stare neighbors. This one is pure psychological horror. Stuff some old clothes with newspaper to create several human-like figures. Then, just stand them up in your yard. Have them all facing your house, completely motionless. There is nothing creepier than the familiar turned strange, and these vacant figures will have everyone's skin crawling. The melting biomass piles. Alright, if you have a strong stomach, this one is for you. This is the FLAYED'S ultimate form. You can create these gruesome melting piles of flesh using expanding spray foam over a base of old clothes and skeleton parts. It is disgusting, screen accurate, and represents the ultimate horror of losing your individuality to a monstrous hive mind. "19. Murray's Karate Translation. The Conspiracy Wall. Let's get paranoid. Tack a big piece of brown paper to your garage door and go nuts. Create a frantic web of red yarn connecting drawings, weird clippings, and Russian words. It's a hilarious and instantly recognizable prop that celebrates Murray's chaotic genius and the desperate search for truth in a world of lies. The unlikely hero's hideout. Pay tribute to the one and only Murray Bauman. Create a little messy campsite in a corner of your yard. All you need is a tarp, an empty vodka bottle, and a stack of books on a crate. It's a funny and charming nod to the idea that heroes, and genius insights, can come from the most unexpected and unkempt of places. The floating particles. The spore-filled air. This is the final perfect touch that ties everything together. Gently pull apart cotton balls into thin, wispy pieces. Then, hang dozens and dozens of them from tree branches and your porch ceiling using clear fishing line. They will spin and drift in the breeze, perfectly mimicking the iconic atmospheric spores of the Upside Down. The gateway dust motes. For a more focused effect, create a dense cloud of these floating particles in a doorway or archway. You can even hide a few tiny red or blue LEDs inside the cloud to make them glow. It makes it look like the very air is crackling with otherworldly energy, turning a simple doorway into a threshold between our world and theirs. And there you have it, folks. An absolute monster list of ideas to transform your home into the spookiest house on the block. From subtle, creepy details to huge, show-stopping set pieces, your yard is officially ready for an invasion from the Upside Down. But wait, you're probably wondering, okay, this is cool, but how do I actually make all this? Don't you worry. I got you. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the ultimate guide to materials, tools, and construction. Materials. You're hitting up Dollar Tree for pool noodles, tons of black and red spray paint, fake vines, foam boards, and of course, skeletons and plastic chains. Don't forget the hot glue sticks, fishing line, and LED lights. Tools. A trusty hot glue gun, a good utility knife for carving, scissors, and some paintbrushes. Preparation steps. They are all about layering. Start by creating your base of black vines and tendrils to set the scene. Then, strategically place your lighting effects like the red rifts. After that, build your props and monsters, and finish by scattering all those amazing atmospheric details, like the floating spores. It's a process, but it's so worth it. If you had a blast with this and are ready to turn your yard into the upside down, go ahead and obliterate that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And I seriously want to hear from you. What other movies or shows should we tackle for a budget Halloween makeover? Drop your ideas in the comments below. And hey, if you want to see more epic DIY projects like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Stay creative and happy haunting.